Good morning, manifestors. What's up? Good morning from Bindi and Lisa. It's Tuesday Talking Tarot. What's up? What's up? I'm ending this year with Create Your 2022 theme. I'm so excited to do this one. This one really means a lot to me because for as long as I can remember, I was always coming up with what is my word for the next year. So I know a lot of people do it. I just think it's fun to think about. I'm going to talk about that today. So settle on in. I got my coffee here this morning. Hi, Michael. Good morning. We're going to pick some tarot cards in a bit. This is Bindi. Bindi is changing my life. She's a 3-month-old Chihuahua. She's my friend's dog. And I'm staying at my friend's apartment looking after her. Aww. Thank you, Bindi. And Bindi is reminding me of so many lessons in life. Unconditional love, being in the moment, remembering to play. Bindi is reminding me that we have it all already within us. She also remembers to rest. She gets so excited about everything, her food, her toy, and she can play with the tiniest little thing for a long time, and it's not even a toy. And it reminds me that we can create. Like, this dog is amazing. Bindi, thank you for all the lessons. Thank you for ending my 2021 best year ever because of you. Okay, I probably could do like a whole thing on doggy love. So let's see. 2022, leave me a comment, say good morning. I see you, Michael. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning, Liz. Hi, everyone. I'm wearing a sweater this time, but this time next week, I'll be in Mexico. And actually, I won't be doing Tuesday Talk at 10 o'clock because I have a flight in the morning at 8. So I'm going to do it when I arrive and just tell everyone hi, and we'll see what topic comes up for me. I hope you're all doing well and that you had a great Christmas and that you're excited about your New Year's to come. And because of New Year's, I wanted to talk today about creating your 2022 theme. Okay, so besides being super distracted by major cuteness in front of me, I'm going to focus here. It's funny, if I hold her like this, she actually remains calm, but if I do any other position, what are you doing? She starts to play. It's weird. I don't know if this position is works for us. All right. So when we think 2022 themes, it's really easy to get caught up in what do I need to do and all these the whole resolutions thing. So I think one of the big flips I want to have today is it isn't about what you want to do. It's about how do you want to be. I hear my fan going. Sorry if it's super loud. That's really annoying. Always a technical thing, you know? Maybe because I have too many windows open or something. And so, okay, so I have GarageBand open because I'm working on a bunch of audios. That's exciting. All right, so 2022 theme. I have a list of words here that I captured from amazing blog posts I found on doing your theme. So I'm going to post that. That's Pebble. Pebble would like to tell you that her word is alert and aware and activated. She's a great guard dog and she's this size. So it happens. Anyway. Excuse me, Pebble, I'm doing a video. Pebble. Pebble, come here. Come here. You want to be in the video? Lately, I've just really rolled with the punches. I think a year ago, something like that would have set me off. Oh my God, you're ruining my video. And that's a part of my 2022 is really this unfolding, learning how to not learning, just really embracing the unfolding of life and just noticing the power in that and letting that just roll right off. No need to hold anything around it. Whoa. All right, everybody. All right. Okay, so the first thing I want to say actually is the power in just stopping, pausing now or at any time of year and asking yourself almost any question. Okay, self-inquiry, the power of self-inquiry, not just asking it and then letting it go, but like sitting with it. And self-inquiry and journaling has actually become such a huge part of the way I work with people in a group environment, and has always been something that has allowed me to listen to myself, because really, isn't that what we're really trying to do here? We want to excavate and listen to the visioning out. We're trying to pull out something from our mind and giving ourselves this full permission. What do I really, really want? If I give myself full permission to dream, full permission to create anything I want for myself, what would it really, really be? And actually, I think this is the hardest part. So the last 3 days, I've been waking up and doing a meditation. We're going to do that in a minute, a small version of it. That has been helping me give myself that full permission to step into the biggest vision I can come up with. And it's been really amazing to see what my mind is creating. So I just wanted to say that, just the moment of pausing. So if you do nothing and nothing else in this exercise or in this type of time between now and the new year, and you sit and you ask yourself, right on a piece of paper, what do I want? Like, what do I want? Permission to dream whatever I want. How do I want to feel? Because this is actually the most important part, the feeling. And I really suggest when you're coming up with your 2022 theme, that it's actually the essence of something, that it's a feeling of something. And then the third question is, what do I need to be for that to happen? Okay, so if you want something, that's like this tangible thing. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's more money, maybe it's a certain health goal. So you know you want it. So I encourage you to not necessarily make that the main theme of 2022, although the essence of it, as you go under it, is how do I want to feel? So if you want to make a lot of money, how's that going to make you feel? Is that freedom? Is that abundant? Is that generous? Okay, so you've got this feeling actually. If you want to have this sacred partnership, love relationship that wants to be one of the main foci of your 2022. And by the way, you could start your 2022 off with a theme and it can change. Like, I've actually changed mine multiple times last year. I was like, things were unfolding actually pretty fast. So then how is it going to feel? It's going to feel sacred. It's going to feel like unity. It's going to feel warm, compassionate. You're going to enjoy. It's going to feel these feeling words. You know, it's so easy that we're always like, I don't feel good. I feel sad. I feel angry. I feel confused. But what about these feelings? Really identifying how do you want to feel? Because then how are you going to know when it shows up if you don't start to, connect dots of where you are and where you want to go through feeling dots, not just result-driven dots, also important. Feeling dots, also important. And then this third layer is what do you need to be? As in, do you need to be brave? Do you need to be courageous? Do you need to be fearless? Pebble is fearless with his barking, her barking. And cut! Good job, Pebble. You got the job. So what do you need to be for that to happen is actually really asking you to call upon. Hold on one second. Hello? Would you like to make an appearance? Great. Everyone would like to see what is barking. This is the vicious Pebble. All right, so who do you need to be is this really calling upon asking you to show up in a certain way. Do you need to be disciplined? Do you need to be brave? Do you need to be courageous? Do you need to be someone who has integrity, grateful, assertive, patient? These are the words I think, for me, hold a lot of power if we use them for our theme. Not my theme is $10,000 or more a month in my business. Okay, anchor that in, and then go from there. Well, how's that going to make me feel? Oh, we didn't do the third one, so we'll use that example for here. A health goal. I want to lose 20 pounds. Well, how is that going to make me feel? Lighter, more confident, more stylish. Okay, well, what do I need to be? Well, I need to be a super disciplined person for that to happen. I need to actually be someone who's planning. I need to prioritize and be disciplined. Okay, so maybe that theme for 2022 could be disciplined lightness, or disciplined assertiveness, planned discipline. You know, I mean, you have fun with it. There's no right or wrong. It just holds the essence. You know what's behind that. And then, of course, if you want, you can do rituals around this. You can really, so I have a friend coming over for New Year's, and we are going to do a little bit of this, what needs to be left behind in 2021, and what are we calling into for 2022, kind of like a go out with the no longer needed and in with the new, which is kind of what I want to do a mini meditation with you right now. So if you are here, thank you for being here. Checking. Oh, aloha, Berna. Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. 22. Got you, Michael. So this is what we're going to do. I would love for you to just get into a comfortable position. If you're driving, do not close your eyes, but you can still do this. And you can also take this exercise and do it on your own. This is what I've been doing in my meditation every morning. So you don't need to be guided. You just need to know what it is. So here we go. Bonjour, Lesagonia and Nancy. I'm going to lead a short, you want to get down now? A short meditation right now on, there's a lot of 22s. We got 22s. Mindy wrote me, she wanted 9. And I'll be doing the numbers in just a minute. So if you have a space for yourself to embody, that's what this is. This is using your breath and your body to embody. To remember, if you were with me on Imagine, the R-I-S-E of Rise, Imagine, it was about using your mind to call your future into your present moment. And the power of that is that your mind has no concept of time and space. So you're literally, everything is created twice. First in your mind as an idea, as a vision. Then you can bring it into aligned action and have it materialize into the world. So we need to use this mind, this powerful mind mastery. That's what I do. I help you harness the power of your mind. Okay, here we go. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. We can stick to nose breathing on this entire meditation, and I mention that because if you know me, I do also mouth breathing, a connected breath, but you can just stay steady with your nose breath. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And just beginning to see yourself as you are today, just walking down a path. I'm just going to mind the time here. You're walking down a path, and just allow your mind to start to create what this path looks like, where you are. It doesn't really matter. It's just your mind getting used to using its imagination. It's like a muscle, a practice. You're walking. You may be wearing exactly what you're wearing now, or you can conjure up whatever you'd like. But this is you walking in present time. And you just begin to create and observe the path around you. What is the path made of? Stone, glass, What color is it? Just notice your feet walking one foot in front of the other. And just take a deep breath in as you take in this environment. Feeling grateful. Maybe there's a dog on your path. Apologies for Pebble being very vocal today. And it's very interesting because I sit here all day by myself, and then whenever I get on a call, she barks. Are there any animals showing up in your path? You're feeling called and beckoned towards something ahead of you. There is a light. There is like a pull forward. You feel it. You start to follow it. And up ahead, you notice a threshold. Now, a threshold can be many things. I want you to use your mind. As you approach this threshold, I want you to see what it represents. What does it look like? A threshold is a moment or a line or a line in space and time that delineates this side from that side. And this threshold, this particular one, represents 2021 and stepping into 2022. So just come right to the edge of this end of the year threshold and take a breath in. What does it look like? Is it a door? Is it a gate? Is it a cliff? Is it a mountain? Is it a river? Is it a stream? What does this threshold of stepping from one side of 2021 into 2022 look like? I will be silent for a few seconds. Allow your mind to create the threshold. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as we stand here, looking at the threshold, observing and being with whatever it is, whatever has shown up, just see if you're doubting it and let that go. Trusting all the visions, no matter how wild or simple or crazy or nonsense they are. Just to allow each tiny little visualization to be exactly what it needs to be in this moment. And as you stand here, at this threshold of change, at the edge of the end of something and the beginning of something else, I want you to come up with 3 things that cannot come with you into 2022. Are they toxic people, toxic behaviors, patterns, places, people, thoughts? Just use this time. I'm going to give you a silent moment to imagine what it is and looking down almost at your hands and giving it a shape. Maybe there's a job in your life that's no longer serving you and you'd like to leave that job. Imagine that job as a form. Is it a dark cloud? Is it a box? Is it a toy? Whatever it is, give it a shape. And I'd like you to come up with 3 things. Maybe one's a thought, maybe one's a habit, maybe one's an actual thing. I'll mind the time for about 1 minute. And just hold those things. Don't do anything. Just come up with them. And breathe. Another few seconds here. And it's okay if you don't know or you don't have it fully visualized. This is actually something I do for over an hour meditation. I'm just giving you a little taste. It's okay. Moving quickly. You're not behind. Just remember you can come back to this. So just take 10 more seconds and really just hold these items in your hand, these metaphorical things that cannot come with you. And notice I'm not saying that they're old. I'm just saying they can't come with you. For you to have and be who you want to be, they must be let go of or put down on this side for now. So in your mind's eye, as you stand here at the threshold that delineates the end of one thing and the beginning of another, cycles ending, we're honoring. I want you to really hold in your hand each of these items and say thank you. I asked for 3. If you have 1, that's fine. 2 or 3 or even more. I want you to hold each one like as if you're looking down at it saying thank you. Thank you for bringing me here to this edge of change. Thank you for being here as a part of my journey. Thank you for helping me see parts of me that I needed to know and be to continue on. And then place that item down. The next item, thank you. Thank you for bringing me here to this edge of change. And you can use your own language in your head and putting the second one down and the third one and honoring these parts of you, maybe if you had to put down fear or self-doubt, but honoring them because they have helped you come here. They have been a part of the journey and everything travels with its counterpart. So as self-doubt is here, so is confidence. And then put all 3 items down and stand up straight in your mind in front of this threshold, standing up erect, really strong in your feet. You are now lighter. You have less things holding. You have taken the time to think, what cannot come with me? And I want you to look at that threshold and take a step forward, a jump, a leap, a run, whatever, and move through the doorway, the gate, the river, the whatever you imagine, and come on to the other side. And allow your mind to go. What is here? This is 2022. What awaits you? What does it feel like to be here? Who's here? Let it go quickly, let it go slowly, whatever. Let your mind imagine. Do you see yourself, your bank account having that $10,000 or more, and you're feeling the abundance and the prosperity, and you're at a dinner party and you paid the check? Do you see yourself with lighter 20 pounds as you feel healthy and vibrant and you're at the gym and there's all this community around you? Or maybe you're holding hands, walking the beach with your sacred partner, or you're jumping out of an airplane with that person. Whatever, imagine. Make sure you tap into the essence of how does it feel. Breathe in. And I mean, breathe it in. Literally, breathe in that feeling into your system as a body memory. Take it all in and breathe it back out as if this is your declaration that it is on its way. I declare, and I breathe it into my system, opening up into my chest, allowing it to come in, the remembering and the breathing of it out like fragrance, like a calling, like the pollination of it. Breathe in, breathe out. And just take 3 deep breaths here in silence, and we will come back in one moment. I will mind the time. deeper you breathe, the fuller you're taking in the opportunities, and how you breathe is how you live. So if you knew that this was on its way, how would you breathe right now? Would you take in the biggest breath of your life? Calling it in. Maybe you want to put your hands up in the air and thank you. Thank you for coming. It's on its way. I have faith and I believe. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I am. And I need to be what for all of this to happen? Sit with that. What word comes to you? I need to be in my life. Is it patient? Is it assertive? Is it creative? I'm going to look at my little list of hundreds and hundreds of words I have here. Is it acceptance? Is it bravery? Is it committed? Compassionate? Enthusiastic? Exploration? I'm going to give you this list, so no worries. Do you need to be in harmony? Health, home, honest, balance. All right, the fan is back. Take a deep breath in and just put your hands on your heart. Breathe into it. Brush yourself off. Brush, 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 brush. Open your third eye. Yes, 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 yes. Be in the energy of yes. And come back with your eyes open as we close out for today. I would love to hear if any words came to you, and I will share with you a little pathway for me. I had a partnership and it is ended, and so I'm now calling in a deeper kind of partnership, sacred partnership, and I'm also looking for sacred space in my life. And when I really started to think about, no matter is it a person or is it a space, I needed to be open. I need to be open for it to look different than what I needed. So I've been playing with openness led me to, well, what do I need to be? I need to be connected in community, co-creating. And it's a little bit of a weird theme for right now, but I'm working with it. And so yeah, are any words coming to you? I would love to hear what is coming for you. And then we're going to pick some cards right now. Do you have any words that represent your 2022, where you're going, how you want to be? Write them in the chat. And if you need any support, obviously coaching calls are always available. Rise is still up for registration. Rise is a 90-day program starting in March, and we are filling up. So I hope you can join us if you're interested. It would be amazing to have you. Energized and curious. Ooh, I love that, Liz. Energized and curious. I love that, working with that. Okay. So there are many ways to make themes. Okay, so this was just one of the many ways that I've done it in the past. You can also just really tap into what is your intention. Acceptance and forgiveness. Oh, so I wanted to say this last thing because I actually mentioned this maybe last time because it had such a huge impact on me. So Oprah one year was doing one of her talks on, I think it was her own network. And she was saying that it's similar to what we just did here. She was like coming up with her 2020 or whatever year theme. I don't even think it was 20. I think it was 19 something. And she said her theme was courageous. So, and Berna, you just reminded me of this because when we say our theme is courageous, what do you think that's going to mean for us? That means that we're going to be put in situations for that year that ask us to be courageous. And that's not always comfortable. To be courageous means to be stretched, to come to the edges of yourself and asked to look at fear in the eye and say, I'm going to do it anyway. So when you're asking for acceptance and forgiveness, You're going to be put in situations for that year that are going to have you define that for yourself. What does full radical acceptance mean to you, Berna? You must accept and forgive yourself first, and then you get the practice of what that means in the world around you. And energized and curious. For Liz, what does that mean? I mean, to be energized means to look after your energy, to be put in places where you are committed to staying in an energized space. That means, what are you eating? How are you sleeping? How does, what the curiosity of, well, what affects, sorry, my battery's going to go. What affects your energy? And I love that, energize. I never thought about that because, yeah, energize means a commitment to your energy levels. And like that means emotionally and physically, mentally. That also doesn't mean staying high in energy, because that's also unrealistic and impossible. So what does it also look like? Your spectrum of energy, of resting, allowing rest, the energy of rest. I mean, you can't have one without the other, right? I love those words. Beautiful, beautiful. Nancy, you're telling me there's a powerful ritual map of the dreams. Ooh, Mexico awaits me. I know. I hope I can see you. Maybe we talk when I get there. The only way to it is through it. Yeah, baby. And how you move through it is a choice. And this is, I think, one of the biggest lessons. How the only way to it is through it, but how you move through it is a choice. Because you can go through it chaotically, like the card, the change card, where it's spinning around and you can get whipped around, or you can go to the center and choose to be an observer of everything. All right, I might have to, my battery's going to go, so let's do these card readings. I guess I could plug it in, but I don't know how to plug it in and have it sit like this. Let's see where we at. 20, we're good, we're good. All right. Here we go. So we had 22s. Oh my God, all three of you picked 22s. What is that beautiful, beautiful harmony? Okay, we had Nancy picked 22, Michael picked 22, Liz picked 22. Berna, did you give a number? Hold on. Berna, what number do you want? Do you want 22 and just let's all do a 22? Okay, give me a number. We're doing 22 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Booyah! Ooh, the hawk. I'm digging it. I don't even know what it is, but I'm digging it. You know, I really love bird energy. I've mentioned before that the owl played a huge role in my totem, my animal medicine for a really long time for so many reasons I'm not going to get into right now. Bird energy for me, which is like something that I just kind of, you know, I don't think I made it up, but I made it up for myself, is the perspectives that birds have, this dualistic, like super high up macro, let me get a lay of the land, and the way that they soar, and there's a lot of, you know, I'm up here energy, and then this like kind of humbling coming down to the ground, and they're, you know, for them to see things, they kind of have to go like this, which is sacred in its surrendering, yet it holds so much power because then it's micro. They're seeing like little things down here. So let's see what the hawk, oh, it's number 2. So we got 22, number 2. Feeling it, feeling it. Look at the eyes on this thing. They're focused. Hawks, when they go in for their prey. What else do we know? They fly. They have feathers. They have a really sharp beak. All right. I love it. You all listen. It's messenger. Of course, the hawk is the messenger. Duh. Hawk, messenger of the sky, circle my dreams and teach me the message as we fly. I feel like that's just like the hawk bringing our 2022 to us, literally. Like it's the messenger. Or we give our message to the hawk and it flies it out into the world. What do y'all think? Hawk is akin to Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Hawk medicine teaches you to be observant, to look at your surroundings. Observe the obvious in everything that you do. Life is sending you signals. That's also a part of what I'm saying when I say connect the dots. If you know that you want to feel something or be something or have something, if you have that dot here in the future and you're here, then the messages, the signals, the people that show up are clues. There's clues everywhere all the time. But you have to put the lens on and attune yourself to see stuff. So if you know that you want whatever, like, you know, when you want a red car and then all of a sudden you see red cars everywhere, it's kind of that concept. You're the one telling your mind what to see and how to perceive. The things around you don't change, but how you see them does. That red car was passing you every day. You just decided to see it because you're tuning to red car. Okay. Life is the initiation. If you've pulled the hawk card, then right now, a clue about the magic of life is being brought to you. This magic can imbue you with the power to overcome a currently stressful or difficult situation. The test is your ability to observe the nuance of power lurking nearby. I like it. And that your power, in this case, we're doing is your mind, your ability to create something in the future and bring it into the present moment with your mind. From there, you can create action steps. From there, you can also learn to set yourself up for the success by creating small enough pieces, tasks, where you are accomplishing and chipping away little by little. You have a whole year ahead now to chip away. The ancients recognized this magnificent bird of prey as a messenger bringing tidings to the earth walk, the good red road, from the world of the grandfathers and grandmothers who lived before them. So that's another thing. We have ancestral messages. And I would say that's a little, because that's also, the messages can be also our conditioning. So I would say make sure you question them, and they're the ones that you want to bring with you, not the ones that you put down, because messages from the past need to also morph and change, but some of them are beautiful and wise and we need. Hawk's cry signaled the need for the beholder to heighten awareness and receive a message. Or whatever they say, was like a warning. It was like you got a message coming. Listen around you. Get still, get quiet. I heard yesterday Dalai Lama quote, if you are talking, you are sharing the knowledge that you know. If you are listening, you are open to learning something new. Listen. This could mark the coming of a warning, the birth of a child, a celebration, so many things. You know, there really are a lot of messages and clues being said to you at every given moment. And we are clouded by the way we think something needed to happen. We get clouded by that we are unable to see the way it is. And that's the unfolding, the embracing the unfolding I'm doing in my life. We're talking about it in the lab big time right now. The more you embrace the unfolding, you're watching, everything is working out to my best case scenario at all times. Let me tell you, I got here to New York. Every single plan I had got canceled. People got COVID. My schedule got weird. I got weird. I just things I had, situations with certain people. And I just kept telling myself, because it got actually kind of hilarious, like how much was not working out. And I was like, you know what? I surrendered. I was like, I totally trust that I'm being rerouted to my best case scenario right now. And that this was just actually when everything happens like that at the same time, it was easier to be like, all right, something's happening, let it go. But when it only is like slight little things, it's actually harder to be like trusting that you're being rerouted. Anyway, I love 22 Messenger. I love it as part of our 2022. Oh my God, 2022, 22. I love it. I just put that together. And you guys said 22. Oh my God. Slow. Wow. Okay. Love it. Love you. Okay. And the last thing I'll say about the hawk is that it says what is called here is intuitive ability to discern the message carried within the cry. You know, and I love that because you can hear the same, you could hear it, but you may not hear it. Someone's saying it, but you're not listening. And you can also interpret things. There's got to be discernment. Okay, Baronet number 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The doggy. Are you kidding, dog? I got like so much dog energy around me right now. Oh my God. What? Dog number 14. Love it. If this cuts out on Instagram, it's because my battery died, and I love you, and I'll see you on next week in Mexico. But I'm just letting you know. Here we go. Dog energy. Let me see if I can try to hold this for a minute. Here you go. All right, we're holding it. Okay, dog. You are so noble until the bitter end. Your medicine is the teaching of true and loyal friends. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I feel like I've had this experience right now of true love. You know, it's funny, I put on my 2022 fall in love, true love. And then I realized like I'm totally falling in love with these dogs. I feel true love. This is true love, unconditional love. Dog. Berna is about loyalty, which I guess we kind of know that, but when I see the word there, it feels very, I don't know, powerful to remind ourselves of loyalty. And also, obviously, loyal to yourself first. Keeping your word to yourself when you say you're going to do something. You know, dog is a servant soldier, it says here, that guarded the tribe's lodges from surprise attacks. Dog is a medicine that embodies the loving gentleness of best friend and the half-wild protector energy of territorial imperative. Wow. That's pretty beautiful. Dog has been considered the servant of humanity throughout history. If a person carries dog medicine, he or she is usually serving others or humanity in some way. So I guess it's time for you to serve others. And I know that's one of the things that you've been getting back to. You can also see dogs that have had their loyalty beaten out of them. They cower and cry at the slightest look of disapproval, but this is not their normal nature. And shame on you, humans. Some varieties of dogs have even been trained against their nature to be brutal and vicious, which breaks my heart. Oh, God. Dog medicine asks you to look at how readily your sense of loyalty is countermanded by your need for approval. Let's read that again. Dog medicine asks you to look at how readily your sense of loyalty is countermanded by your need for approval. Oof. If you have pulled the dog card, there are several questions you need to consider, depending on your situation. Have I recently forgotten that I owe my allegiance to my personal truth in life? Love that question. Your personal truth. Loyalty to your personal truth. But your personal truth, what is that? You need to sit there. That's that whole thing of like the power of pondering. The power of this self-inquiry of like, what's your personal truth? You know? Another thing I guess I can do another time is like personal values. One year I did that in a business training thing, and we came up with our personal values, and it was so powerful to me to see that loyalty was one of my personal values. Is it possible that gossip or other opinions of others have jaded your loyalty to certain friends or groups? Have I denied or ignored someone who is trying to be my loyal friend? Have I been loyal and true to my goals? Dog, thank you, dog. I can't tell you how much dog energy is in my life right now, or I just did. Actually, I showed you all these dogs that I'm around. So, and the power of them. Okay, Mindy, this is for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, owl. I just said owl. We have hawk, dog, and owl. Number 21. What? 21. I got it this time. Oh, yeah. Deception. Deception. The owl. Interesting. Owl medicine is symbolically associated with clairvoyance, astral projection, and magic, both black and white. Owl is called the night eagle on several medicine wheels used by I can't say it. Okay, traditionally, owl sits in the east, the place of illumination. Wow, okay. Deception. See, this is also the thing about endings and beginnings in relation to 2022 ending and 2022 beginning, is that we have this natural tendency to want to hold on. Let it end. It's okay. Just let things end. Don't be deceived by the need to hold on or the attachment of anything. Then there's a space between, which I've been obsessed with talking about lately. So there's going to be a space between an ending and a beginning. That is what we fear. That is the unknown. That is the void, but it is also the space of pure potentiality. It is also the space of opportunity. Letting go means we just enter this little space. Don't fear it anymore. It holds everything. It's the passageway to everything that you want. But your fear of it keeps you facing the wrong way. And that's how I'm going to run with this deception thing today, because we get deceived by endings and wanting to hold on to the old or the not useful because of our fear of the unknown. But actually, the unknown is the passageway towards every single thing that we want. Your fear of the unknown is what the relationship you need to work on, is your relationship with the unknown. So this is perfect for you, Mindy. It's all about magical practices, exploring possibly the dark. You should resist any temptation to practice black magic, which I don't really even understand or know about. If you have pulled the owl card, you are being asked to use your powers of keen, silent observation to intuit some of life's situations. Owl is befriending you and aiding you in seeing the total truth. Owl can bring you messages in the night through dreams or meditation. Pay attention to the signals and omens. The truth always brings further enlightenment. Awesome. I love it. Great reading today. I'm totally into it. Feeling it big time. Thank you all for being here. I'm just going to check to make sure I hit my points for today. Choosing a sacred word for the year is great because it helps you focus, and where your attention goes, your life flows. So let me check my battery here, 14. Where your energy goes, your life flows. So that's so important for you to just remember that there's power in the pausing. So as you pause and ask questions, because the answers are always in the questions, that you will move something forward. And don't be afraid to get messy in your mind and let it be like a swirling mess in there. Don't worry, just stay with it. Embodiment, breathe in, breathe it in, breathe it out. And that's what I wanted to say today. So please feel free to share all of your themes or words or whatever came up for you, or what did you put down in the meditation, and what are you stepping into? What does your next level or your next year look like? And I appreciate each of you. I wish you the most magical new year. And like I said, I'll see you on the other side when I get to Mexico. And reach out if you want to be a part of Rise, the 90-day program that starts in March, or you want to do any personal coaching with me to Mind Mastery for Self-Mastery, and the Globular. What's that, Michael? All right. One love, everyone. One love, oneness, and I will see you super soon. And I don't know what that meant, Michael, but it sounds interesting. We do an art piece. All right. Bye, everyone. Happy New Year. Yay. We made it.